Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to our extra practice chapter 10 part 1. So here we will discuss some questions. In your question 1 you have to simplify the ratios because your answer should be in ratios form, but in the simplification form means there should not be any denominator will be there in the ratios that you have to find. Here is your first part is 4 into 7 by 9 ratio 1 into 1 by 27. First you convert into the improper fraction. 4 into 9 36 plus 7 43 by 9, 27 into 1 plus 27 plus 1 28 by 27. Now still denominator is there. To remove the denominator we will find the LCM of 9 and 27, that is 27. Now multiply both ratio with the LCM. 43 by 9 multiply by 27, 28 by 27 into 27. This 27 will cancel with each other, and this 9 ones are 9, 9 threes are 27, 43 threes are 129 ratio 28. So that is required ratio without the fraction. Now here again 1 by 5 ratio, 1 by 7 ratio, 1 by 9. Find the LCM 315 or 579. So each ratio multiply with by 350, each fraction within the ratios. Like 1 by 5 multiply 315, 1 by 7 multiply 315, 1 by 9 multiply by 315. Give my required answer 63 ratio 45 ratio 35. Similarly also here 0.25 ratio 0.75. First we remove the decimal, both has same term, so multiply 100, each fraction multiply by 100 to remove the 100 first. Now convert into the fraction form. 25 divide by 75, each will be divided by 25, give me 1 by 3. Convert it back into ratio form, 1 ratio 3. Similarly here also 1 into 1 by 5 ratio 2 into 1 by 7 ratio 3 into 1 by 9. Proper fraction give me improper fraction 6 by 5, 15 by 7, 28 by 9, because 3 9s are 27 plus 1, 28 by 9. Now 579 LCM is 315. Each fraction will be multiplied by 315. Then denominator will be removed after cancellation, and required answer 6 into 63 378. 15 into 45 give me 675, and 28 into 35 gives me 980. Now in your second question you have x and y values given to you. X value is 4 by 7, y value is equal to 3 by 2. Now you have to find the ratio of 3x plus 7x plus 3y ratio 5x minus 2y, that you have to find. Now next is how you will find this one. So here what you will do, you have given x is equal to 4 by 7, y is equal to 3 by 2. Now 7x plus 3y ratio 5x minus 2y. So in place of this x and y you replace this value and this value. In place of x you will replace 4 by 7, in place of y replace 3 by 2, in place of x 4 by 7, in place of y 3 by 2. If any term is cancelled in the multiplication of the terms, you can cancel, like here 7 will be cancelled and here 2 will be cancelled. So what is left? 4 plus 3 into 3 9 by 2, 4 into 5 20 by 7 minus 3. Now still just you can keep, don't remove, try to remove the ratio, because we need answer still in the ratio form. We just have to remove the denominator in this. Okay, so here this is 2. Now we will take the LCM of 2 here. We need both denominator here also 2 and numerator also should be multiplied by 2, give me 8 by 2. Similarly here LCM is 7, so that give me 21 by 7. Now take 2 common as denominator, 8 plus 9 17, and 20 minus 21 give me minus 1 by 7. Now here still fraction is there. I want to remove this 2 and 7, so LCM of 2 and 7 is 14, and each fraction is multiplied by 14. 2 7s are 14, 7 2s are 14, 17 7s are 119, and this is minus 2. And when you write this in this form, like fraction form, 119 by minus 2, we never write negative sign in the denominator. That will be shift in the numerator. So my required answer will be minus 119 ratio 2. So that is my required answer. Next, your third question is if 3x minus 2 ratio 6 is equal to 9 ratio 34, so that is given in your statement. You have to find 17 ratio x. Here you no need to make it 17 ratio x, you just try to find the value of x from these, whatever given question is given to you, statement is given to you. You have to find the x value. When you get the x value, you just put in place of x here. Okay, then you have to find the further ratio. If any denominator is there, remove the denominator by multiplication of LCM. Now first I will write this into the fraction form. 3x minus 2 by 6, 9 by 34. Now 6 cross multiply on this side. 9 into 6 by 34 give me 27 by 17. Now 17 cross multiply by this whole bracket. 17 into 3x minus 2. First 17 will be multiplied by 3x. Give me 51x. Then minus 2 multiplied by 17 give me minus 34 is equal to 27. Now we equate the like term, constant term shift on the right side, negative to changes negative to positive, because in transposing when we are shifting the term left to right or right to left, sign will be changed. But if any term is multiplied, if that move on the right side, that changes to divide, and divide changes to multiply. So that is a condition, like positive changes to negative, vice versa. Vice versa means if negative is there, positive will be changed. Then if multiplication is there, multiple changes to division, and division changes to multiply. Then here 51x is equal to 27 plus 34 give me 61, and x value after cross multiplication 61 by 51. So that is my x value, but I have to find the value of 17 ratio x. Now 17 ratio x is equal to 70 ratio 61 by 51. Then I want to remove this 51, so LCM is 51, so I multiply both the term with 51. This 51 will be removed, so 17 into 51 give me 867 ratio 61 is my required answer. Now next your fourth question is, if you have a ratio b value, a ratio b value is 3 ratio 5, b ratio c value is 7 ratio 11. Two ratios is given to you, and you have to find a ratio c and a ratio b ratio c. So in this question there is a two parts. So what you will do in these two parts, first a ratio b is equal to 3 ratio 5, b ratio c is equal to 7 ratio 11. So in the first part, if you want to find a ratio c, so first you write in the fraction form a divided by c. Then this also, because if I think that if I multiply fraction a upon b and b upon c, so if I think that, so automatically b will be cancelled and a upon c is left. But here we no need to cancel this b value, because we just apply the value here. So this is our imagination, that if I multiply the left side of this ratios, so that will easily get a by c. That is a fraction of a by c. Now instead of cancellation, we just apply the value of a by b is 3 by 5, b by c value 7 by 11. After multiplication give me 21 by 55. Now convert it back into the ratio form. A ratio c is equal to 21 ratio 55. Now next is you have to find a ratio b ratio c. If you want to merge up the value of all the three terms a, b, c, so basically middle term will be merged up. First you have a ratio b is given 3 ratio 5, b ratio c is given 7 ratio 11. Now both b has different value can't be merged up. So for merge up you have to make the same value. So what you will do for the same value, so I circle this value 5 and 7, the LCM of 5 and 7 is equal to 35. So that means you have to change this 5 into 35 and also this 7 into 35. When I want to this 5 changes to 35, I have to multiply with 7. If I multiply this term with 7, corresponding term also multiply with 7, same as rule in the fraction also. Here also if I multiply this by 5 to make it 35, corresponding term next to, that is a company of this term, we also multiply by 5, that is 35 ratio 55. Now b value is same. Now merge up the b value. My required answer is 21 ratio 35 ratio 55. Next your fifth question. 2 numbers are in the ratio 2:3. आपके पास कोई दो ऐसे नंबर है, उनकी रेशोज दी गई है 2:3. रेशो से ही देखने से पता चल रहा है कि पहला वाला नंबर छोटा है और सेकंड नंबर लार्जर नंबर है. अब क्वेश्चन में आपको ये लिखा है कि इफ़ द लार्जर नंबर इज़ 30 मोर देन हाफ ऑफ द स्मॉलर नंबर. अगर हमें लार्जर नंबर निकालना है तो लार्जर नंबर किसके इक्वल है? अगर मैं स्मॉलर नंबर को डिवाइड बाई 2 कर दूं और उसमें 30 ऐड कर दूं तो वो मेरा बड़ा नंबर बन जाता है. पहले तो आपने नंबर कंसिडर करनी है कि इस रेशो के अकॉर्डिंग टू आपके नंबर कौन से होंगे. लेट फर्स्ट नंबर इज इक्वल टू 2x, सेकेंड नंबर इज इक्वल टू 3x. This one is my larger number. Then larger number according to the statement is equal to the smaller number divide by 2 and add 30 in that. So that is a translation of this statement. I just translate this one. Larger number is equal to half of the smaller number plus 30, like 30 more than half of the smaller. So I just translate this one. Off changes to multiply, 2 is cancelled, x plus 30 is left it here. Now equate the like term, x shift on other side changes to negative sign, 3x minus x give me 2x. Now 2 is multiplied with x. When move to the other side, that changes to divide. 30 divided by 2 give me 15. If I got the x value, so 1 by 1 I put it here in the first number. 2x, 2 into 15 gives me 30. It means my first number is 30 and second number 3x, 3 into 15. So that is 45. My second number will be 45. Now your sixth question is here. Now your sixth question is the number a, b, c are in continued proportion. Already you have given in your question number this a, b, c are in the continued proportion. Continued proportion means middle number repeated 2 times. Middle term will be kept in the second position as well as in the third position. So what does it mean? A, b, c are continued proportion. So a divide by b must be equal to b by c. A ratio b, first term ratio second term must be equal to the second term ratio third term, or fraction of first 2 term is equal to the fraction of the last 2 terms. So that is a continuation. Continuation is first fraction denominator become the same as the numerator of the second fraction. So that is a continued proportion. When I multiply with each other like b square and ac, so that give me b into b is equal to c into a. Now I cross multiply with each other, this one. Now in my question c value is given a multiplied by a, so I just replace c value is a multiplied by a. Already 1a is there, so that becomes a raised to power 3, and here b square is there. Now a value is given in my question 4. I just substitute a value here, 4 raised to power 3. When you multiply 4 3 times, that give you 64. 64 is the square of, it's a square of 8. When you multiply 8 2 times, that gives you 64. So instead of 64, if I write 8 raised to power 2, and if one term is the left side, one term is the right side, if power is same, we just ignore the power and equalize the base with each other. That b is equal to 8 is my required answer. Next, your seventh question is, if 144 is added to a number, the ratio of the new number to the original number becomes 7:4. In this statement, they said that if original number we consider as any original number, we consider as if we add 144 in original number, the new number will exist. Okay, then if we find the ratio of new number to the old number, original number, then ratio becomes 7:4. That is the translation of this statement. So if I consider original number is equal to x, the new number, I add 144 in this, so that becomes my new number. And according to the statement, new number ratio old number is equal to 7:4. So I write in the fraction form. Now cross multiply with each other. 4 multiplied by x plus 144, 7x, 4x and 7 into 144 gives you 576. Now equate the like term. 4x move to the another side, changes to positive to negative. 7x minus 4x give me 3x, and after calculation 576 divided by 3 gives me 192x. So that is my original number, and new number will be, if you add 1 for 144 in that, new number will be 336. Now your 8th question is there. In your 8th question, you have table is given in your book. Okay, in this the spokes of a wheel, spokes means ये जो लाइंस होती हैं इसको हम स्पोक्स बोलते हैं, कहते वो फिक्स हैं, इस तरह से फिक्स है कि उनके बीच के एंगल सारे सेम है। ओके, तो आपको 2 एंगल्स ऑलरेडी बुक में दिए हैं कि अगर स्पोक्स 4 होंगे, ये लाइन 4 होंगी, तो हर एक 2 लाइंस के बीच में जो एंगल होगा वो 90 डिग्री का होगा। पर अगर 6 स्पोक्स हो जाएंगे, 2 स्पोक्स बढ़ जाएंगे, तो एंगल हर एक 2 लाइंस के बीच में जो एंगल है वो 60 डिग्री का हो जाएगा। तो पहले तो आपने ये देखना है, पैटर्न ढूंढना है कि ये 90 और 60 बना कैसे। अगर आप पूरे एक सर्कल को काउंट करो, एक पूरा सर्कल का अगर मुझे एंगल देखना है, तो कंप्लीट एंगल, यू ऑलरेडी स्टडी दैट कंप्लीट एंगल इज इक्वल टू 360 डिग्री। एक सर्कल के अंदर जो कंप्लीट एंगल होता है, व्हील मेरा सर्कल की फॉर्म में है, ओके, उसके अंदर जो एक सर्कल के अंदर एंगल होता है 360 डिग्री। अगर 360 डिग्री को 4 इक्वल पार्ट्स में आप डिवाइड करते हो तो आपका आता है 90 डिग्री। इट मीन्स ये जो मिडल एंगल होंगे आपके 90 डिग्री हो जाएंगे। पर अगर आप उसी 360 डिग्री को 6 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करते तो आपका एंगल बनता है 60 डिग्री। सिमिलरली if you want to divide this 360 degree into 8 equal parts, then 360 divided by 8 give me 45 degree. Similarly, if spokes is increased, it changes to 10. If you divide this circle into 10 equal spokes, then 360 divided by 10 give me 36 degree. So that is my required answer. Now your 9th question is, there were an equal number of red balls and blue balls. एक बास्केट में blue balls और red ball की क्वांटिटी सेम है, हमें नहीं पता कितनी क्वांटिटी है, बट क्वांटिटी सेम है। ओके, अब अगर कह रहा है कि जितनी रेड बॉल्स पड़ी हुई हैं बास्केट में, अगर मैं उसमें से 20 रेड बॉल्स रिमूव कर दूं और ब्लू बॉल में से 28 ब्लू बॉल्स रिमूव कर दूं बास्केट में से, तो जो मेरी रेशो बन जाती है रेड बॉल और ब्लू बॉल, रेड बॉल टू ब्लू बॉल की रेशो, कि रेड बॉल न्यूमरेटर में होगा और ब्लू बॉल डिनोमिनेटर में होगा। रेड टू ब्लू बॉल की जो रेशो बनती है 5:3। आपको निकालना है नंबर ऑफ रेड बॉल्स कितनी थी रिमूव करने से पहले, वो आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है। तो अगर दोनों की क्वांटिटी सेम है तो हम कंसिडर कर लेते हैं, लेट नंबर ऑफ ब्लू बॉल्स इज इक्वल टू x, नंबर ऑफ रेड बॉल्स इज इक्वल टू x। अकॉर्डिंग टू द स्टेटमेंट, अगर रेड बॉल में से 20 सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया जाए और ब्लू बॉल में से 28 सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया जाए, दैट इज इन डिनोमिनेटर, तो रेड टू ब्लू बॉल की रेशो 5:3 के इक्वल है। नाउ cross multiply with each other. First 3 multiply this whole bracket, x minus 20, 5 will be multiply x minus 28. When 3 multiply each and every term within the bracket, 3x and 3 into 20 minus 60, 5x and 5 into 28 minus 140. Equate the like term, this constant term shift to the this side and 3x shift to the this side, 5x minus 3x and 140 minus 60, 80. Now 80 divided by 2 gives me 40. So there is number of red balls in the basket before removing is x is equal to 40. Thank you. Have a nice day.